you guys enjoy your whatever that is.
All right. Test. Test.
Test.
Test. Test. Exciting developments and some new content that'll be coming out here in the future. I don't know if you saw this or not, but The Office is getting an unusual spinoff. Have you heard of this yet?
I heard they were working on something. I have not heard any of the details. Let's hear it.
Interesting premise. So this takes place in the same universe as The Office, but has nothing to do with the original characters. So this is not a reboot. This is not a continuation of the Office characters, but the documentary crew behind the scenes that shot The Office. I'm saying they filmed it that way to where they're shooting people in an office, not shooting people, filming people in an office, right? That crew is moving on and doing another documentary in this universe here. So it's going to take place. Let's see here. They're doing. It's going to be on Peacock, so it's already been picked up here. And going on to a Midwestern newsroom is what this is, right? So all new cast, but certainly it's going to be filmed in a similar way as The Office and all that. Interesting concept.
Yeah.
Just a way to, just spin it off from the... And I'm glad they're not, honestly, for me anyway, I'm glad they're not trying to reboot The Office or, have some type of tired continuation or something like that. The show had a good run.
Story.
Yes.
You can't beat it.
Exactly. So, but I'm interested in this. I'll check this out. I mean, I did like the way it was at the time anyway, it seemed it was a fairly original concept on how that sitcom was shot, So, yeah, I'll check that out. Superman news. Dean, I don't know if you saw this or not, but
I did.
The first picture of David Corenswet, the new actor who's playing Superman in the suit for the first time, appeared as a teaser on X from DC, and there's plenty of pictures out there. You can find this here. Looks good. I don't know. I think he looks great in the suit. I like the suit. I like
do too.
S. We talked about the S a couple weeks ago.
If you look closely, the underwear on the outside is back. The belt is back.
Yep.
Now there was one of the co-creators or co-writers, I believe, for the Henry Cavill Man of Steel movie.
Okay.
Said something on Twitter. He was like something, don't quote me, but something he was criticizing the first look. He showed a split screen of that look and when they did the very first look of Henry Cavill, and Henry Cavill was like, chest out, arms, like he was going in for battle, and then this new guy is putting his boots on like a tired old man. Which I understand that guy's argument. I mean, I still like the picture. It was I like they're kind of probably giving you the feel like this is a Superman that has been around. Like he has been Supermaning for a couple of years now. This isn't, they're not doing an origin story.
Don't need it.
Nope, don't need it. They're coming in where he's been fighting aliens and crime for a couple years now. There's other superheroes known to everybody. You're coming into a universe. And I think that's what this picture shows. It just shows that he's like, all right, time to get to work and put my goddamn boots back on. Because you see the suit is a little charred, like he's been fighting in this scene, whatever it is. And he didn't have time to clean it up, so he just throws it back on. He's back out to whatever's going on behind him with that orb, being shot or shooting or whatever is happening. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be good. think it's got a good supporting cast. It's got some interesting characters. I like the fact, like you said, that we're just jumping in this thing. We don't need to
Let's do
see
it.
baby Superman crash. Everybody knows the fucking story. If you're a remote comic book fan, you know the gist of Superman.
If you want to do a very quick flashback for a scene that between his parents, fine.
Sure, opening credits or something like that. That's fine. Yes, I mean his parents are going to be in this. So Mom, Pa, Kent, are going to be in this movie.
Did you see the actor that they're having playing Pa Kent? I can't remember his name, but he's a character actor. You've seen him in a bunch of stuff.
Yes,
really good character actor. Heavier set.
Mm-hmm.
He's not, what we've portrayed in the past with a handsome dad. Kevin Costner-esque. Paul Kent is, which again, I'm not kicking on Kevin Costner. I loved Kevin Costner in the role. I wish they would have given him more to do. Like, I would have liked to have, if you're going to do an origin story, do an actual origin story. Let's see a little bit of Smallville. Let's see more of that. But you got what you got with Kevin Costner. This one he's going to be an old farm dad. And the actor is fantastic. I should look up his name, but I'm too lazy. But he's fantastic in everything I've seen him in, and I'm looking forward to him in this role.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, it looks very good. And see, July 11th, 2025. Yes, sir. Also exciting comic book movie news. I think anyway, Dean, this came out. I just saw this today. Big casting in the new Fantastic Four movie, announcing John Malkovich is joining the cast of the new Fantastic Four movie. Don't know who he's playing yet. It's an undisclosed role. So there are some interesting speculations out there. Now, this particular article, I think it was at Variety.com, stated that some buzz could be Galactus, the huge nemesis.
That would be good.
That'd be interesting.
But you can't beat him. If you're going to have John Malkovich be one of these big bads, and one of the biggest bads, you're going to have to let him to run through, a couple movies. It's John fucking Malkovich. Come on.
That's possible. Also suggest maybe Wizard, which I'm not as familiar with this villain, but he leads a supervillain version of the Fantastic Four. And this is interesting too, that Beyonder.
Does the Wizard, he doesn't fight like there's no such like pinball situation going on, is there?
No, not for that one, no. And the Beyonder, so the Beyonder, you may or may not know, was a huge villain. He was the villain that they created that pulled together the whole Secret War series in the comics that they're going to make a movie out of.
There, so it would make sense.
He's an all-powerful being and is really one of the most powerful beings in the universe. He literally pulled pieces of planets together and teleported in the heroes and villains just by kind of just making it happen. So that would be an interesting cast as well. So we'll see. I don't think it's going to be Doctor Doom. I don't think he would make a good Doctor Doom necessarily. Maybe I don't know.
No. You gotta have.
He's more of a.
Well, you gotta have somebody Reed Richards' age.
That's true,
right?
Too.
Because they were friends.
That's right. They were college roommates, I believe. Yeah.
So it's got to be somebody that's what's his name's age.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal.
Yeah. And John Malkovich is slightly older.
That's good though. He's a great actor, and I think he'll definitely bring something to the Marvel universe. He does. That's right, 100%. A new Lord of the Rings movie is in development, Dean. So, are you a Lord of the Rings person?
Anything. I haven't watched any of them, so don't spoil anything.
Not your thing?
Not really. Again, back in the day when they first came out, I could not be bothered by watching a 3-hour movie. So when I hear that, I'm like, now I could. I just haven't got around to it. It's nothing that I'm opposed to. I'm assuming I would like it. I just haven't got to it.
Yeah, I wasn't. For me, I wasn't as big like in the whole, dragon type mythology. I like it, but I prefer more of the science fiction and horror and different superhero stuff. But it was a solid trilogy. The original trilogy for sure. One of the stars was Andy Serkis, who played Gollum in that very well.
Every other mocap character in the 21st century.
That's correct. Caesar, etc., the Planet of the Apes. He will be directing this movie and reprising his role as Gollum. This is going to be The Hunt for Gollum, coming out in 2026. I'm not seeing much about the story. I think they're still
Did he
developing
disappear,
it.
or is somebody just trying to hunt him like an elk?
I don't know, honestly. I think it sounds like it's probably after that trilogy, and Gollum is because he wasn't killed.
No,
right? So somebody is hunting for Gollum for some reason, and they're also making a separate animated movie, Lord of the Rings: The War of the Rohirrim. I'm probably mispronouncing it.
That wasn't even a real word, what you just said, so I have to assume you mispronounced it.
Probably right. Rohirrim.
I wouldn't even. Well, I'll give you props for even attempting. So,
and this is going to be a prequel to The Hobbit, 200 years before the events of The Hobbit. So, we'll see. So, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, a lot of people are, certainly a couple interesting things in development for sure.
This is Millennial Nick, along with Gen X Brian and Zennial Dean. Hey, if you liked that video, which we really hope you did, you should like and subscribe. That would be great.
Ham gravy.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to want to tune in this week to Convincing It.
Okay.
I mean, it's the name of the show. You'd think out of everything I would fuck up, that wouldn't be part of it. But here we are.